right? Like the FTX tribe versus because it's a pretty large. It was a pretty large tribe. The FTX tribe versus
And
the
Ruthless.
versus like CZ, right? It is pretty much like collapsed crypto down. I mean, like not collapsed crypto, but like it's like a lot of the coins adjacent to like the FTX sphere of influence have basically gone down 90% plus and stuff like that. And even like Bitcoin and Ethereum has probably gone down like 10-15% off of like the calamity and stuff.
And
and Hex dropped for half an hour. then it bounced back higher than it was that day.
well, and the biggest
Thank you, Uncle Rich.
well, and the biggest risk, really, essentially, is other centralized exchanges and entities having hands in the cookie jar of FTX, right? So I forget the name of the company, but there was one today that basically started being like, "Oh shit!" Like this money, like
Gemini.
I think it was like,
it was Gemini's staking company,
right? But there was another one I think as well,
BlockFi?
Genesis. There was one called Genesis, that's kind of unknown, but basically a lending company. They've been using FTX as part of their lending arm.
Right.
And that money, basically, they're like, oh shit, we have to freeze this entire part of our business, otherwise we can go down as well. So there's like,
but Genesis connected to Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini halted their transactions.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like what Coinbase did. But no, it's all on the same day exactly, which is interesting. But like the only thing I'm saying is essentially like any of these centralized entities which have money that they required, they're invested in Alameda or they invested in FTX or they had custody money there and all that stuff. Those are the companies that are most likely to get hit by this.
Okay.